Welcome everyone back to the show. This is our final show of the night, and we're gonna end it with my good friend Carol, the rock goddess Neven, all the way from Las Vegas. We're gonna wait for her to log in, and we can start the show for tonight. Woo, boy! Want to thank my good friend actor Kevin Wynn for coming on the show earlier. It's a great show. Hope you guys catched it. If not, you can go to YouTube, the Don Vic Show, and you can catch the show on there or Parapost Network and catch the show. So big shout out to Parapost Network, my family in P3, uh, my P3 family as well. Big shout out to them, and big shout out to all the guests that came on the show, and of course my viewers that show some love and support for the show. Appreciate you guys. And guys, just want to run something by you guys. I said on my earlier show, I have a friend that hit me up from Australia that she needs some help with a friend of hers. Her name is Emily Rose Chambers. She needs some help. Um, and we would like you guys to, if you can donate um, to crowdfunding project. You guys can go to Emily Rose Cancer Treatment and look it up. And if you guys can donate, we'll appreciate it to help out this young lady with her treatment. So you guys can go on my page and check out the link and anything that you can donate. I will appreciate. You know what I mean? That's what we do here. We try to help everyone we can. And right now, this young lady needs help. Um, so let's see if we can help her with anything that we can donate to her. Again, the link is on my page, Emily Rose Chambers. You guys can link on there, and if you guys can donate whatever you can. I appreciate that. And other than that, we're waiting for my friend Carol, um, the rock goddess, to log in so we can start the show and find out what she's doing in LA. She's a host, she's a promoter, and she's into the rock music heavily, heavy. So we're gonna talk to her and see what she got going out there in Las Vegas. You know, um, and also big shout out to my girl Ulu Gomez from Vegas, Nicole Vegas, Catherine Colbert Pacino, my man Chris Lane, um, Angel Carpenter is also from Las Vegas. Great people out there. Big shout out to Las Vegas. You know what I mean? Las Vegas. And also big shout out to Nigeria, one of my biggest followers. Um, so just want to big up Nigeria, the UK, Australia, and all of you other countries that show support. Puerto Rico, big shout out to Puerto Rico. Ho, a Puerto Rico. Oh, a Puerto Rico. Oh, okay. Um, so other than that, today is a bad day out. It's raining out. You know, uh, I hope tomorrow it doesn't rain. Tomorrow Monday, back to the normal, back to work, everybody. You know what I mean? I hope it's not raining. Uh, I hate when it rains out. It's just put me in a bad mood. It's just an ugly day. Rainy days are sad days for me, you know. But I want to congratulate Sabrina Oxford. She was on the paranormal uh, parapost parapost network today. She was with my brother Brian J. Laverty. She was there getting an interview by Brian. Um, I'm pretty sure it all went well. She's been selling some of her books, which that's what we want to do. is help our guests with what we can to promote whatever it is that they got going on. And in this case, Sabrina Oxford is promoting her book she just wrote, 100 Facebook Friends. Um, and I hope you guys can, support her as well. She's a great, great person. Um, so we need to. What's up, Nando? What's going on, bro? Thank you for logging in, kid. Just waiting for my guests to pop up so we can start the show. This is the final show of the night. You know, and shout out to all my MCs out there, man. All my rappers that are out there doing their thing. You know, big shout out to my son Stacks, Prince Dollars, and Spaz. And Victor. Big shout out to them and my daughters, Victoria, Veronica, Anaya, and Carrie. Big shout out to them. My baby sister Mercedes, big shout out to her. And all my nephews, you know, and my grandkids. I got so many grandkids, it ain't even funny. I need a tour bus to put my grandkids in there. Just my grandkids. I need a tour bus. All right? That's how many I got. But I love them all. You got to love your family. You got to. And so, guys, today is Sunday, and I don't know how it is over there where you guys are at, but over here is, like I said, it's raining, and it's an ugly day. Um, so maybe after the show, I can probably lay down and watch a couple movies that I want to watch. I've seen on IMDb some trailers that came out. I'm probably going to check out some of those trailers and see what's going on. You know, what movies are coming out. Um, I seen the one with Tom Cruise. The other one he just came out with, pretty good. I think I like three better than four. Mission Impossible. Um, I think I like three better. I think it was more action in that one than this last one he put out. But I heard the movie Top Gun. It's a great movie. I haven't had the time to see it yet, but I heard Top Gun with Tom Cruise is a very, very good flick. I know that the one before this one was awesome. I love that one. Um, so whenever I get a chance, I'm gonna check out Top Gun and see what people are talking about. Love it, love it. Also, there's another movie that they're working on called Lost Ship. Um, They've been promoting it on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. And a lot of my guests that's been on my show are in that movie. A lot of them. So many people that have been on my show are in that movie. Not sure when that movie's gonna air or they're gonna put a trailer out or when it even starts. Um, but I'm definitely gonna call a couple of my friends and figure out when is that coming out. I just see my brother Derek Webb posted up. He's on that movie. My friend Sandy Johnson's in that movie. Nicole Vegas is in that movie. Natalie Perry's in that movie. Um, Bella Livy's in that movie. Catherine Pacino's in that movie. Everybody I know is in that movie, Lost Ship. Um, and that's just a couple names I just gave you. There's plenty of more people I know uh, in the film industry that are in that movie. Andy Poland, what's up, baby girl? Andy Poland, my friend Andy Poland. Okay. Andy Poland is in the building, and so this movie, Lost Ships. I see so many actors I know that have been on my show that's in this movie. So this movie is gonna be great. I don't know, Andy. I don't know if you're in the movie, Andy, but we're gonna find out. So I finally got my guest on here on my platform. I can't wait to talk to her. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hotcakes. Okay, guys. hotcakes. We got my rock star up in this motherfucker. Okay, so people, please welcome all the way from Las Vegas, and it's not a fight, guys. No, we not in the ring. Uh, my friend Carol Rock Goddess. Seventh is in the building, guys. Please welcome her to the show.
How are you, Victor?
I'm great. How are you? Looking beautiful over there.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, let me find out. Okay.
Hey, the last time we talked, I was in the car with Doris Cochran,
Yes.
and we were on our way to the movie set in West Virginia for Zero with Matt Burns.
So now that you're on that subject, how did that go?
That went amazing. Totally amazing. I mean, we were there the whole day and it was like rainy. I mean, I think it was a perfect backdrop for the movie itself. Doris was great in it. She played one of the people that were trying to get rid of the zombies. Oh, so cool. I actually played a zombie.
Yes, I seen that.
And that was really super fun because, you know, I've been a makeup artist for like 35 years. So having the trust to have somebody else do my makeup was really challenging. And it turned out great. I
Wow.
mean, phenomenal.
That's amazing. I mean, I know Doris, you know, she's been into the film industry for a while. Um, was that your first film that you was
Um,
playing in?
yeah, that one actually, since I moved to Nevada. God, I've been here 18 years. When I lived in Chicago, I did a lot of atmosphere work, a lot of extra work. I was an extra on Red Heat with Jim Belushi and
Oh,
Arnold.
really?
Super cool movie. Yeah, I was an extra.
Okay.
When they had that big crash scene in front of the Trailways bus station, I was walking on the opposite side of the street. But it was so much fun. That was great. So when I moved out here, I kind of just started, you know, enjoying my life a little bit. And then pandemic happened.
Right.
And during pandemic, I actually how all this dream started unfolding was Mike Petrelli from Keep Rock Alive actually put a post on Twitter saying if anybody wanted to come on and talk rock for the evening. So he sent me a DM. He goes, "Hey, do you want to come on?" I said, "Yeah, I'd love to come on." My favorite subject, right?
Right.
So I ended up going on, and nobody else showed for it.
What?
So it was me and Mike Petrelli for 2.5 hours talking about rock and roll and the
Wow.
history of rock and roll and where it's going.
Wow.
So that's kind of how that started. And he was doing two shows. He was doing a show on Wednesday night and he was doing a show Saturday nights. So he invited me to come back on the Wednesday show. I said, "Hey, can I bring a band on?" And he said, "Yeah, no problem." I go, "Yeah, let's interview this band." So I ended up bringing on my friends from Baltimore, Raven Tree.
Okay.
I got in touch with Raven Tree because Johnny Alonso, who works with Kevin Wynn, I was following him on Twitter at the time, and he was like blowing up Raven Tree. I'm like, who is this band? So I got to know Raven Tree, and I'm great friends with them.
Awesome.
I actually went out and interviewed the band. Um, like they played their first show out of pandemic,
Wow.
and it was really like amazing. So I mean, then I was booking shows every week with Keep Rock Alive. I mean, I was bringing on the hottest indie artists in the business.
Wow.
And it was exploding. But also on the downside, you know, a lot of these bands were breaking up at the time as we were
Mm,
trying to interview them. We
wow.
had an interview lined up, ready to go, And within like 72 hours of having them on, they would DM me and say, I'm sorry, we broke up, and I mean, that was happening a lot.
Wow.
I mean, what are you going to do? So you scramble. That's why I was booking two artists on Saturday night, just in case that would happen.
Right.
So as I did the show, Mike always wanted me to have my own show, and I always did want to have my own show. And it was just a matter of time. And then after like I don't know how many interviews, and then unfortunately circumstances happened in my life and I had to stop the show.
Oh, wow.
So I had to take a step back from the show for about 8 months. And I came back ready to go, get this project going. And here we are, like a year later, out on the field every weekend, talking and videoing the hottest bands in the US.
Right.
And it's so amazing. There's so much good music out there
Yes, there is.
that people don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, Flaming the Red. They're a great band from the southern part of the states.
Mm.
Great band to watch out for.
Okay.
I was interviewing bands during pandemic, like After Silence. If you have not heard After Silence, they are amazing. They're a metal band from Mexico.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic. Also, I was interviewing Hit the Noise. They're a band from Argentina that
Mm.
actually just opened up for Kiss on that part of the tour
Wow.
in Argentina still. So, I mean, these bands, I mean, all they were doing in pandemic was writing.
Mm.
Writing. So, after pandemic happened, everybody's on the road. So, I mean, I work with bands here in Vegas. Like one of my favorite bands to work with is Crashing Wayward,
Okay.
uh, with David Harris, Pete Summit, Sean McCune, Carl Rather, and Stacy David Blades. These guys are amazing. They have a brand new album coming out in 23.
Mm.
They just got signed to Ron Keel Media.
Okay.
So Ron Keel is with them. So I'm so happy for them. Ron Keel's a great guy. He's so cool. I love him.
Yeah.
I've talked to him many times.
That's amazing because I see your posts when I can. You're on and you're out there. You're recording. You're interviewing. I'm like, Carol loves doing what she does.
Oh,
You
I love
know,
it. I love
and
it. I
right,
mean, I do it because of the love of the music. I love the love of the industry. There's no one out there like me grinding every weekend to get video footage, to get close to the artist. I mean, it's so much fun. And Vegas is really becoming a mecca for
right.
bands.
I see that.
A lot of bands are coming from LA and they're moving to Vegas.
Mm.
So, I mean, you've got Sebastian Bach living here. You've got Eddie Trunk. I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
you've got Stephen Piercy of Rat living here. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Wow.
So there's so much exposure for bands to come out here. And another band too that I was working with too. David Harris actually has another band that's from the Ohio area called Lovesick Radio.
Okay.
This band is great. If you haven't heard Lovesick Radio, go to Spotify. They're another great band, great rock and roll band.
Mm.
I've interviewed them many times and I've done a lot of videos. They're great to
Mm.
video. I mean, they have so much charisma and they're super fun.
Mm. So you grew up on rock and roll, obviously, because that's all you do. It's So yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. Because I love music, right? I was never into rock. I think the only rock band I know was probably Kiss, right? And
Okay. Now, I know I'm glad you brought Kiss up.
Okay.
Kiss is one of my favorite all-time bands.
Hmm.
And of some things that you don't know about me is I am a rock and roll collector.
Oh shoot.
Okay. A lot of people don't know this, but I've been collecting memorabilia since probably I was 18 years old.
Wow.
So, what I want to do is I want to show you one of my prize collections of Kiss memorabilia that I have.
Okay.
Um, People are probably going to be DMing me after I show you because I know
You-
somebody's going to want this.
They're gonna drive
But
you nuts.
they are. Okay. This comes in two parts.
Okay.
This is the original Love Gun.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Original. Like this is one of the original, probably 1,000 copies.
Right.
Okay. But the one thing that came in it that a lot of people don't have is this.
Oh wow. What is
That
that?
is the original Love Gun that actually came in the record
Oh wow.
as a promotional item. And collectors are going to go crazy for that because it's rare. You
Yes.
can't find this whole thing together like that where the Love Gun is 100% there. It's not like ripped, it's not torn apart and
Right.
played with. So, yeah, that's one of my prize collections with Kiss. So
Wow.
I've been holding on to that for a long time.
Well, it's gonna
Long
pay off.
time.
It's gonna pay off.
Yeah. I mean, I have Kiss cars. I've got
Really?
Kiss beanie babies. Not too many
What?
people have seen those. I've got Kiss dolls, not the original Kiss dolls, but the ones that Tommy Thayer actually did a whole series on.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm a big rock collector.
Wow.
I
What
mean,
did do you sing? I mean, was you in a band or
no,
anything?
everybody asks me that. They
Because
go,
you're like the rock goddess. Like you're like like
thanks, Victor, but no, I can't sing. If
what?
somebody wants, if somebody wants to give me some free lessons, I'm willing to take them. But
Oh boy.
as far as guitar, I'm just fascinated with the guitar. I mean,
Yes.
I grew up, listening to like Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash. That was been a big influence on me, like probably all my life.
Mm.
And I do have one guitar to show you.
Okay.
It's not the black one. Nobody's actually seen this. I actually took it out of my archives just to show you
Okay.
today. What this is, I'm going to have to pick it up here very carefully. This is, I don't know if you can see this.
Yes, I can see it.
This is an actual Esteban guitar. But the coolest part about this guitar, I'm trying to get it on camera,
Yeah.
is the
Cool.
fact that it's a Cadillac guitar.
Cadillac guitar.
Yes, Cadillac actually did a number of guitars for Esteban, and it actually has all the original paint
What?
from the one of the silver. I think I don't know which one it was, Escalade. And if you look on the back of this guitar, it is numbered,
Oh wow.
and it actually
Oh.
has the Cadillac symbol on the back.
Oh wow.
If you turn it sideways,
Oh, we got
you can actually see the Cadillac logo.
that is so dope.
I mean, this is one of my prize collection guitars. I only took it out, Victor, for your show.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Nobody, nobody has seen it.
I love it.
It's one of my prize collection guitars.
Wow. So
So,
you got all this stuff in your house and you don't even pick up the guitar to try to learn how to
no,
play.
no, I need somebody to show me, but I've had offers like Mike Kempes is a guitar player. He's a friend of mine. He's offered to give me lessons, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. He's telling me I have to cut my nails. I'm like, really?
Wow.
But yeah, so I'm a deep collector. I mean, during pandemic, I mean, it was so difficult to do stuff. And, I was writing. I actually wrote a full script
Mm,
that's going to be probably coming to fruition sometime in 23. And it's a great story, Victor. You would absolutely love it.
okay.
Renell Golden, actually a friend of Kevin Lynn's,
Mhm.
is a friend of mine, and it's a rock and roll dream, is what
Mm,
it is.
really?
It's based in Chicago, and the characters and everything end up in Vegas.
Really?
So it's a great story. It's called Lucky Charm, and I'm super, super proud of it.
Wow.
That's what I was doing besides, Keep Rock Alive. I was writing a script
Mm,
for this movie. It actually came to me in a dream, and I'm like, you know what? I want to put this on paper. And
right.
once I started doing that, everything started coming out. I mean, it was amazing.
Wow, man. I ain't seen nobody so involved in rock like you are. I mean, like you're just not promoting it. You walk like a rock star. You look like a rock star.
I try, Victor. I really do. I really
Y-
try. Uh,
no,
I just
you're
love
like
it. I love finding a band that just starting out, that has a small following, and I want to turn that following into a big following. Like a band that I met a few weeks back called Sin Shifter.
okay.
They're at Sin Shift, I should say. They're from Arizona.
Mm,
They are going to be one of the hottest bands in 23 to watch for. Sin Shift. Amazing.
mm.
I talked to those guys and did video for them also, which is great. And it's posted on, if you go to my TikTok, I have all my videos on there
Really?
from all the live footage that I do. I
That's
mean, I've got
awesome.
some great footage of Slash,
Mm,
uh, with Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators. I've got some great video that I just took of Power Man 5000 at Vamped nightclub here in Vegas. I
okay.
mean, it just goes on and on. I've got great video footage of everything that I do.
Yeah,
So I
you
hope
sure do.
everybody enjoys it.
Yeah, you sure do. And the good thing about it is that you show everyone love. Every band that you go to, you promote them, you record them, and you show them love. And that's what I love about you. That you remind me so much of me because you out for the people. You out to help the people and put
Right.
them out there and promote them. Because you're right, there are a lot of great artists and rock and roll bands that people don't know about. And rock and roll was dying out, for a while. Everything was hip hop and R&B, you know, and slow music. Rock was really kind of like fading away for a while, but um, you're just picking up, and starting to bring it back with everything that you do with the promotion and the interviews, you know, and that's great because um everyone deserves an opportunity. Everybody deserves to be promoted.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're doing a great job. So
Oh, well, thanks, Victor. I hope so. I mean, these bands love it when I give them coverage. Oh, there's Doris. Hi, Doris. She's
yes, Doris is in the bill. Yeah, I love Doris to death, boy.
Doris is in the house. We've had some
Yes.
great times, Doris and I.
Oh boy,
Um,
Doris. Yes, Doris is funny. I love her.
yeah, she's got a lot of great stuff going on too.
Yes, she does. She does.
But
She
anyway, yeah, these bands, they need exposure. And see, a lot of these bands aren't used to social media.
right.
And during the pandemic, that's what you had. You had social media because that was the only way anybody was going to see your stuff,
That's right.
you know? And a lot of these bands just now are starting to embrace social media
Yes,
as
they
a
are.
tool. Let me tell you, if your band isn't into social media, you're dead in the water.
That's right.
I'm telling you right now, you're not going to get the exposure you need.
Hmm.
That's where I come in. I give these bands the exposure and the, you know, the rotation of, yeah,
Right.
like, listen to the song. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Rock for you. That's what it is. It's about rock.
Yeah.
It's about bringing rock music back to the forefront. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a band that I'm promoting right now called the Raskins from
Okay.
New York City. I
Mm.
don't know if you're familiar with them.
No, I'm not.
Okay. They're an amazing rock and roll band. They're actually twins,
Wow.
Roger and Logan Raskin. They have an amazing rock and roll sound. I mean,
Mm.
something that I've never heard before.
Wow.
And when I was talking to Logan, I told him, I said, your sound reminds me of the Midwest rock and roll pure and sound.
Mm.
And that's what they are. And they're actually coming out with a new record. If you haven't heard the Raskins, go to Spotify.com. They have their debut record there. I think it came out in 2014.
Hmm.
This new one is going to be amazing. I haven't heard it yet. Everybody's asking me, have you heard the new Raskins? I'm like, no. No, I don't think they trust me with that stuff. Anyway, they're embarking on a major tour in 23. They have a couple warm up dates coming up. December 28th and 29th at the Whiskey in West Hollywood.
Mm.
I am actually going to the show on the 28th, and that one is going to be with Jack Russell's Great White.
Ooh.
So, and the one on the 29th is with Jet Boy. So I am super excited because I've been a fan of the Raskins since 2014.
Wow.
And I, Logan and I talk a little bit on social media. He's an amazing, both of them, him and Roger are amazing musicians. I
Mm.
mean, I cannot wait to see the whole band live. Their drummer, Troy Patrick Farrell, actually lives in Vegas.
Mm.
So I've seen him out and about. I've talked to him a few times here and there, but he's an amazing drummer. So with that band, it's a perfect fit.
Wow.
So I'm so excited about going out next month and actually seeing them. I'm actually going to be covering a few of their shows on the 23 tour
That's
in
awesome.
selected cities. So if you guys see me like taking pictures, I'm in the front. Come party with me, man. This band is all about rock and roll and the party.
That's awesome, Carol. That's awesome. Las Vegas is starting to become the next Hollywood.
Yes,
You know,
I
um,
agree.
I see a lot of people heading out to Vegas, actors, movies. They're shooting a lot of movies out in Las
Yeah.
Vegas. So I can see that happening in Vegas. In about another year or two, Vegas is going to be, if not as big as Hollywood, bigger than Hollywood.
Oh yeah, definitely. And like I said, a lot of these bands are coming out here and playing multiple shows.
Right.
Pandemic, the bands that I was talking to um actually started bundling. That was my prediction when I was on Keep Rock Alive. I knew when these bands were going to get out of pandemic that they were going to start bundling, which means
Yes.
they were going to start going out with multiple bands
Right.
to make up the dates and the money that they lost during pandemic.
Yeah.
So a lot of that has come to fruition. We're starting to see a lot of big festivals coming back. Look at the tour that almost didn't happen with Def Leppard and Motley Crue. That was actually canceled 3 times.
Really.
That band was all the bands that were on that bill were in limbo.
Wow.
So I actually saw that show when it came through Vegas.
Wow.
So it was a good show. I'm not gonna put down one of the bands that I thought could have done better,
Yeah.
but Joan Jett was amazing.
Okay.
She kills it every time. Poison kills
Oh
it every
yeah.
time.
I've heard of Poison. See, certain rock bands I've heard of, because you know I hear it on the street. Oh, Poison or Kiss or this.
Right.
You know, Um, but I never actually been to a rock concert.
Oh,
Uh,
we're going, Victor.
never
To
been.
take you to a show, man.
Yes, you need to, because listen, I have a couple beers. I'm gonna turn up. I'll probably be on stage playing a guitar. You know
You
what I mean?
you should come out right now and I'll take you to Aerosmith, man.
Ooh, Aerosmith. I love them.
They're
Yeah, I
great.
love the Aerosmith.
Yeah, a lot of these bands are doing residencies. Aerosmith's been doing a residency. They stopped during pandemic. Now they're back. We've got Billy Idol at the
Wow.
Cosmopolitan
Billy
for a
Idol.
short residency, and then he'll be back. Rick Springfield just signed I think, a 2-day residency
Wow.
at the Stratosphere.
Wow.
So, I mean, we've got Tesla. They're going to be starting up their residency at the Park MGM. So,
Wow.
I mean, it's crazy. This is exploding.
Yeah, I
Def
see that.
Leppard started it when they came and did probably, I'd say they were here 4 months. It seemed like Backstreet Boys. Everybody wants to do a residency in Vegas.
Yeah, I see that. And the pandemic really hurt these guys because they really depend, the money on their, touring and
Right,
going to different locations to, do what they do best and make some money. So I think that the pandemic worked on their behalf because they had a lot of time to write great music,
right.
and
Absolutely.
now, like you said, now everything open and they're exploding. Now they're on the road. They've got their new music that they worked on for the pandemic. They're putting it out
Right,
there, and it's just not one band. There's plenty of bands doing it now. There's plenty of
right.
bands out there.
I
So
mean, let me tell you something. In 23, you're going to see some major tours. I mean, it's going to be crazy.
wow, I can't wait. I said wherever Carol is, I'm gonna be wherever I'm rocking with Carol because
Yeah,
she know what she talking
hopefully
about.
I'll make it back out to Baltimore when the Raskins play the East Coast. So I'm hoping that's good. That'll be happening. So hopefully I can catch a few of those shows and we can get together.
Yeah, 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 definitely. I would love that. As long as we leave Doris home, because Doris be crazy.
Doris
I,
is like, I'm coming with.
we gotta leave Doris home because she gonna get me locked up.
Oh my gosh, she'll get both of us locked up. What are you talking about, Victor?
I
Come
love
on.
Doris.
I love Doris.
Doris is
God,
funny. I love her to death, though. you
that's
know,
great. But
eh,
Victor, what I
yeah.
want to do is I want to kind of talk about Lead Don't Follow Foundation.
Okay, let's do that.
Um, I work with Darren Griffith. We have something that we do. He just did a big show out there in Maryland
Hmm.
with Stone Horses, Aaron, I think Nordstrom, and we raise money for drug addiction and care all over the U.S.
Oh, that's amazing. That's great.
And
Great.
what we do, I'm president of talent relations for the foundation. What we do is we put rock stars on T-shirts and we
Ooh.
sell the T-shirts on our website, leaddon'tfollowfoundation.com. We have over 30 shirts now from artists. I've got one of my friends, Stony Curtis, is on a shirt. We've
Wow.
got David Harris on a shirt. We've got
Wow.
David Blades on a shirt.
That's awesome.
We're gonna have my friend Zoe Bowie is gonna
Mm.
have his own shirt, and Ron Keel has committed to a shirt as well. So we're gonna be working on his shirt shortly. But we put on a big benefit here last year. Well, actually this past year here in Vegas, and we had Tantric. We had my friends Crashing Wayward, Lovesick Radio. Raven Tree actually flew out for the show,
Ooh.
and we raised a lot of money for drug addiction and care right here in Las Vegas.
That's awesome. That's
So
amazing.
yeah, in 23 we're going to be killing it out there. We're going to be doing a series of shows all over the country. So
That's
definitely stay tuned for that.
that's amazing. So, I mean, does your husband or your boyfriend does he rock out with you when you go out?
Oh no, I'm single, Victor.
I like that. See, singles like music to my ear. No, sir.
Yeah, I'm kind of married to rock and roll right now, but
Hey, that's awesome.
you
I'm
never
married.
know.
I'm married to my talk show.
That's right, right?
Okay,
No,
so
I'm so busy going to shows and stuff. I don't know if you saw one of my posts, but I'll be doing like a year-end recap. I have seen over 100 shows, Victor.
wow,
100 shows. This is the most shows I've seen in 1 year consecutively.
wow,
I mean, it's been a busy year.
right, and so so you've been traveling a lot to catch up with a lot of these bands, right?
Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of traveling here and there.
Right.
I'm hoping, like I said, to do a little bit more traveling in 23.
Okay.
So, covering the Raskins is going to be super fun.
Okay.
I'll be doing a lot of live remotes. I mean, this band is absolutely amazing, and getting them back on the road is going to be even better.
Right. Right. So you don't book like any shows or for now. You're not managing anybody. You're just
No,
promoting them.
I booked a couple shows here, Victor. I booked a Wild Street show, and I also did a couple shows with Mike Kempes
Okay.
in Vegas. But I'm going to step away from that because I'm going to put 200% into my show and my brand.
That's right.
No
Right.
time for bookings. I'm still going to promote bands. That's what I do.
Right.
I'm going to leave the booking to the professionals.
I hear you. I hear you. So um obviously you love hosting, you know, and interviewing bands. Which was one of the bands that you loved to interview?
Um, Interviewed a band. Well, it was actually the lead singer because they were still in pandemic out in Ontario. Was High Front.
Okay.
That was one of my best interviews.
Yeah.
He the it was crazy because anything could happen at that point.
Yes.
'Cause we were live, and when I start doing my shows again in December, I'm going to be live. So that's why it's live, unedited, and uncensored.
Yes.
So
That's why I
whatever
love it.
happens, happens. But
Right.
I do have to say, Butterside was one of my favorite interviews. Patrick Stone, Gabe Massa, and Sam Bam Colton, who is a friend of mine. He's in several bands. I've interviewed him several times. He actually is not only in Butterside, but he's in Dorothy, and he's in, I think, Faster Pussycat. He's
Mm,
actually in 3 bands right now.
wow. So he's
So
he's
that's
busy.
what these guitar players and singers have been doing. They're actually, I wouldn't say selling themselves to other bands, but they're utilizing themselves with other artists.
That's yeah. I mean and that's good to do. Collaborate with
Right.
other bands and stuff.
And you always want to collaborate.
Yes,
And
always.
it's really great to see that happening because that really wasn't happening before pandemic. I
Right.
think a lot of the bands got together with each other and
Mhm.
started working a little bit, maybe with somebody they didn't necessarily play with,
Right.
and come up with new projects, new side projects. That's what this industry is all about. It's bringing the music to the people to the forefront,
Right.
and it's amazing. Like I said, some of the stuff that I'm hearing and seeing,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
Wow. Boston is big for rock and roll here. You know, I remember a couple bands coming here to Boston, especially like the colleges. They love that.
Right,
The colleges love the rock and roll, and they just go crazy out here.
right. Yeah, let me tell you, rock and roll in the forefront is going to make a killing in 23.
I
And
believe it.
The Raskins are going to start the trend.
I believe it because it's. I haven't seen a rock band come to Boston in a long, long time.
Well, the Raskins are coming your way, people, so get ready. Buckle
Yes,
up.
Get ready because we gonna be in the building. Okay, that's for sure. We gonna be in the building. If you can play any instrument, what instrument would you love to play?
Oh, it's obvious, the guitar.
The guitar? Yeah, I love the guitar, but I also love the drums. I think the drum is so dope. I mean, they're just sitting there,
I
like,
know, isn't that cool? I love watching drummers
yes,
because they have these expressions that they have on their face during their sets. It's
yes,
really super cool. They're super intense.
yes, it is. And I don't know if I can ever play drums because I got two left hands. Everything seems to one hand seems to follow the other. So
I know. I don't know if I could pick up the sticks, but I'd rather have a guitar in my hand
yeah,
since I love guitar players. Uh,
yes.
I've actually said that many times. Guitar players are like, I don't know, like chocolate to some people, I guess.
When I was younger, because my father and my uncles were all musicians. They played guitar, they played the congas, and I picked up the guitar when I was probably like 10, and I was self-taught. Like I would hear a sound and I would
Right,
try to play it, and I was getting real good at it. And I don't know why I put it down and I stopped playing it. Um, because now I hear it, man, and I'm like, wow, I wonder where I would have been playing if I would have kept playing the guitar.
right. I mean, it's amazing how people pick up on instruments. I mean, there's some musicians, I'll give you an example. Michael T. Ross, I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he plays for everybody. He's in actually Raiding the Rock Vault here in Las Vegas.
Mm,
And he plays not only keyboards, he plays guitar, he plays every instrument.
wow, that's
It's
awesome.
amazing.
That's awesome. If you can do that, man, you get a job anywhere,
Right.
anywhere.
It doesn't matter what you're playing. I mean, I know a few rock drummers myself that are friends of mine, and they play in a rock band. Like this one gentleman that I know, Brian Scott, he plays for a band called Delta Bravo,
Mm,
and he actually also drums for Sam Hunt, who's a country crossover artist.
mm,
So it's amazing how once you learn that instrument, you can play anything.
that's right. Right, right. I wished I would have kept playing the guitar in the Congo in the congas.
Right?
It's a beautiful sound. When you hear it played from someone that knows how to play it. You
Right.
know, I love it. I love it. And I was never big. I never followed the rock bands. I heard Kiss, and I heard maybe a few songs and stuff because I was into hip hop. You know,
Right.
because at that time I used to be a b-boy. I used to break dance, so it was hip hop,
Pretty cool.
right? But I heard a Kiss, I heard a Sting, and bands like that because they were popular back then.
Right.
You
And
know,
a lot of bands, since the Rum DMC with the Aerosmith,
yes,
um,
Aerosmith.
and then Anthrax actually did a song with Public Enemy. I
Mhm.
don't know if a lot of people that are into heavy metal actually know about that. But, I would like to see that kind of happen again.
Yes, I would love that. I
I
would
would
love
like
it.
to see some of the newer hip hop artists
Yes,
do some stuff with some bands like Metallica, or
yes,
you know what I mean? It's
that'll
great.
be
Limp Bizkit was there in the 80s. They're an amazing band and they still are.
right.
They're kind of in that genre.
Right.
So yeah.
I don't know if Jay-Z did one with a band. I'm trying to think if
Yeah, I'm
Jay-Z
not
did.
sure, but I know he's a heavy metal fan.
If not him, Kanye. One of those two did it with a,
Okay.
with a band, and it was nice. And I was like, okay, I can feel it. It was awesome. Wow. So, what are you doing right now at this particular time? Like, what are
Well,
you working
right
on?
now I'm kind of winding down the year here in Vegas. I'm covering a show next Saturday with a band called Foundry.
Okay.
They're an amazing band. They've actually been on tour like all over the world, and they're doing a showcase here in Vegas at the Virgin Hotel. So I'm going to be covering that show as well. And then in December, there's two shows that I'm just going to be going to back are going to be LA Guns
Okay.
for the 1st and 2nd of December at Vamped,
Okay.
Count Vance nightclub here in Vegas. And then on the 10th of December, I actually have an interview with Kieran Robertson and Alex Hart of Jeff Tate's band.
Wow, huh?
It's going to be pretty amazing to talk to them because I know Alex Hart has a side project called Lexi. So, and he's actually opening for Jeff Tate. So it's really going to be an interesting. It's just a quick 5-minute interview,
Right.
but I'm looking forward to talking to those two.
Wow, that's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna be watching. You know me, I watch every time I scroll and I see you live. I stop and I watch because I just love your energy.
Right,
I love your energy, and you're doing great things for the community, for the people, and and I love it because that's what I do.
right.
And
You
and,
do a great job, Victor. I see you all the time
thank you.
interviewing people, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, I
Yes.
love interviewing
Hmm.
and really getting to the core
Right.
of a rock star.
Yes.
We're not promoting them, or we're talking to the rock star.
That's right.
Like, what does this rock star do? Like what's your favorite food? Like, what's your
Yeah.
favorite movies? What do you like to do?
Right.
You're
Right.
not performing. I mean,
Right.
that's what people want to hear.
Right. They're them who they
Right.
are as a person, and that's what I
Exactly.
love. That's what I love when I do my interviews. Because I talk to a lot of actors, but when they're acting, they're in a character. I want to know who you are off the scene, or
Right.
or directors.
Exactly.
So I enjoy that, and not just enjoy interview, but I also make a friend.
Yeah.
I make
Absolutely.
friends.
I mean, anybody that I've interviewed, I've actually become really close friends with. Like Late Night Savior toured with the Veer Union and came through town, and I covered that show. They're from Utah. I
Mm,
actually had them on Keep Rock Alive during pandemic.
mm,
That band almost didn't make it, but they stuck it out, and they are amazing.
mm.
They do a lot of work with Crispin uh, Neil of the Veer Union. So if you haven't checked out any of those two bands, go to Spotify.com.
Right.
They are amazing.
Wow. So you know a lot of bands. You've been
I
around in the
do.
game. You've been in
I
the game
know
for
I
a
have
minute.
I have a lot of connections with a lot of people that I just met over the years,
That's awesome.
and I have a lot of respect for them.
Mm,
So I respect their time, they respect my time,
mhm.
and they're just great people.
Right. I enjoy. Hi, Kathy. I
Hi,
en-
Katie.
I
Nice to meet
enjoy.
you.
Yeah, Kathy. Kathy is from I think VA or Baltimore.
Okay.
She's an actress. She's a friend of Doris as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Very cool.
she's amazing. We did a film together, her and I, um, in Baltimore. So hi Kathy.
Baltimore, let me tell you, Baltimore is my second home.
Okay,
I think Baltimore adopted me
okay.
when I came there the first time 2 years ago when I entered Raven Tree.
Hmm.
Uh, it was just an amazing, amazing experience. And yeah, I can't say enough about it. I want to say hi to Desi Velez and
Okay,
Elena Masca for Click on This. They're huge friends of mine,
okay.
and I love them. I miss those guys.
Yeah. So Baltimore is starting. They're doing a lot of filming there. It's about
Right,
to be like it's the second Hollywood there.
right. And I know I was watching the Kevin Wynn interview.
Yes.
He's working with Johnny Alonso on a couple films, and yeah, Baltimore is really becoming kind of like a hidden gem in
Yes.
the film industry.
Yes.
You
And
know,
because
as well as Vegas out here in the desert, they film a lot too.
right. So my friend Nicole Vegas, she's from out there. This is what I'm saying.
Right.
I don't. Do you know Nicole Vegas?
I think I've seen her a couple times because she's DM'd me.
Right.
So, I meet so many people, Victor, in
Yeah.
Vegas.
I
They say,
know.
"Oh,
I
I
know.
know you."
Yeah. She's a great person to know because she knows a lot of people like you do in Vegas.
Right.
And she's from Vegas. So when it comes to like filming industry, that's the person that you will want to be with
Very
because
cool.
she knows a lot of the stuff that's happening in Vegas. And I'm supposed to be going out to Vegas to meet her because she does have a she's on a talk show with Maria Perenza.
Okay.
Maria Perenza has a studio out there in Vegas. So she told me when I come out there, she wants me to come to her studio and interview
Very
me
cool.
at her studio.
I
And,
would love
and
to meet her. Yeah.
oh
Absolutely.
yeah, you'll love her because Nicole is an outgoing person just like you. So I can already see you guys, hooking up and come over here.
Right.
No, come over here and come on.
I know exactly. I mean, I get calls all the time, DMs. Hey, can
Yeah.
you catch our show tonight? Hey, can you be? I can't be in both places at one time. I
Right.
remember one weekend, I actually had three bands wanting me to cover their shows.
Mm,
And I made two of them, and I didn't make the third one. It was unfortunate, but the Vegas Rock Goddess has to sleep.
right. You're gonna have to get yourself a tour van with your equipment inside the van
Oh,
and ready to go. Pop the doors open. Here comes the goddess with the
yep.
mic and her cameraman. Here,
I know. That's great, man. That's a great idea.
hey,
Not that I haven't thought about that. That's awesome though.
yeah,
That
and
would
maybe
totally be cool.
pull your little logo on the van. You
Yep.
know, Carol, the rock goddess host, and just pull up on the shows.
Yep.
With the
Open
cameras
the
up.
doors, baby.
That's it. Oh, I'm ready to go. Makeup ready, and here we go. That'll be great. That'll be. I mean, I was thinking the same thing to do because I do the same when I'm not doing my shows and I'm
Right.
outside. To pull up in a little van with my equipment inside and interview people like that as well.
Right.
But it's just so much. Everything has gone up so high. With rent and cars.
Oh,
You
I know.
know,
And I mean,
so
travel, I mean, you really have to like plan out your trips. Like, I
yes.
just got lucky on this trip when I'm going to West Hollywood because it's on a Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
So I got a really good deal on airfare. I'm not driving. I'm
Okay.
not driving to LA. I'm not going through that. So, but anyway, it was super reasonable. So I'm really happy about that. But
Right.
yeah, when I start kind of like going on these, following these shows, it'll be in selected cities. I was telling Logan Raskin that Chicago's my hometown. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be going to that show
Right.
when they play
Chicago. Yeah.
Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be crazy in Chicago.
Yeah. Chicago's still a rock town, man. They got
Yeah.
some great music.
Yeah. They
My
do.
friend Dead Original, they were just here and they played Vegas. They're a huge Chicago band.
Wow. And New Orleans is what? New Orleans is big for blues.
Right. But you know what? There's some great rock and roll bands coming through there, though.
Yeah.
Would really be surprised.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
I'm interviewing a band on December 4th.
Okay.
Shameless plug here, but December 4th at 7 o'clock Pacific time, I'm going to be interviewing a band called Pardon the Scars.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just, they're a great band. And they actually followed me on TikTok.
Oh.
And that's how I kind of got in touch with them. They're an amazing, amazing band. So I'm looking forward to talking to them on December 4th.
Wow. And where you gonna see them at? In Chicago?
Well, they're going to be going on a tour in 23, so I'm pretty much going to probably hook up with them at some point during their tour because they've been playing a lot of the South,
Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay.
so they'll make their way out to the West
Wow.
eventually. But yeah, so I'm anxious to talk to them. They're a great band. That's another band to watch.
Mm-mm. So, on top of the fact that you're a rock star, you're a host, you somewhat of an actor. Um, what do you like to do most? Do you like the hosting? Would you like to act more,
Well,
or just
like
be
I
a
like
rock
to
band?
Well, I'd like to do it all, Victor, if that's possible.
Everything's possible.
Um, I mean, this script that I wrote, I don't know necessarily, but I had somebody approach me and told me that I should be the lead in this film that I wrote. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I might have to give myself a screen test and see if I can cut it. I'm sure
Yeah.
Renell Golden thinks I can cut it.
Hey, anything's possible, my friend.
I mean,
Anything is.
we're here, right? We're
That's right.
talking rock and roll, right?
You got the rings. Yeah, I love it. I love it. So that's what you got planned for 2023 is
Yeah,
to
23. It's going to be full steam ahead with my show. I'll
okay.
still be doing live remotes
Mhm.
wherever I'm going to end up. It be the Raskins tour. Yeah, it could be the Sin Shift tour. I'm going to be covering all of it
Wow.
as much as I can. With travel being as expensive as it is, I'm
Oh wow.
definitely picking and choosing my best cities,
Right.
my coverage.
Right. Right. Because it is very expensive.
Yeah,
That's why I've kind of held down on my traveling because I used to travel a lot, but it's just it's just crazy.
yeah,
Gasoline. Usually I travel a lot in my car because I'm from the East Coast, so
right.
I got Chicago. I mean, New York, Philadelphia,
Exactly.
Baltimore, New Jersey. So everything's up my coast, so I can drive there.
And I've driven all of it. I've gone
Yeah.
through almost the whole state of Maryland. I've been through West Virginia.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that part of the country. The only thing I don't like is the snow.
Oh my goodness! Please don't
Yeah,
remind me about the snow.
but the people from Baltimore and Maryland, I love them. They have
Yeah.
my heart.
Yeah, they're good
It's a
people.
great, great state.
Yeah.
There's so much to see. It's so beautiful out there.
Yes.
If
Yes.
nobody has ever been through Maryland, West Virginia area, drive.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
so beautiful.
It is, especially the countryside. It's so
Yeah,
beautiful. Wow. I
I know.
drove through
Hers
there.
and we must have passed like 10 antique shops. She's like, we should have went there. Oh, we should have went to that place. I'm like, next. I said, next visit. That's what we're gonna do.
Who was you with? Doris?
Yeah,
Doris is funny. I love her to death, especially when she put on that sweater.
Doris. I love her, man.
I
I would
love
love
her.
to rock with her. She's
Oh,
awesome.
I listen. I can't. I will have to divide you both. I cannot hang with both of you girls at the same time. I will go nuts.
Yeah, that's what a few people say.
Yes, because both of you girls are like too active for me.
Well,
I'm
it's a dirty job, Victor, but somebody's got to do it.
right. See, I will have the chill. I'm gonna have to hit the chill button. Chill, chill to both of these because they're too fast for me.
Right?
Okay, for real. So I Doris is wild. Catherine said Doris is wild.
No kidding.
Yes, she is. To
Oh,
see you again.
she can't wait to see
Yes.
me. I
She's
love
already
her.
she's
I
already
can't wait to
planning.
have her
She's
back.
already planning it.
I know.
She's so funny.
I'm
So,
probably I'm probably gonna have to take her to one of the Raskin shows.
okay. I'm pretty sure she'll love that.
I'm sure she will.
Right.
We're
So
gonna rock out all night with the Raskins.
right. Since you're so into rock and roll, have you ever thought of writing some music or something? Or
No, I'm
no?
just a writer of word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stories. Poetry I was never really into,
Okay.
but completing stories and characters
Yes.
is something that I just love to do.
Right. I
And
see you.
we're
You're like me.
almost done with this script. Like I said, I'm so close right now. Renell and I have had this conversation many times. She's like, "Did you finish it yet? Did you finish it yet?" Believe me, it's almost there.
Meet you in my hometown of Hollywood for the show. She said, "Yes, I should meet you in my hometown of Hollywood for the show." Okay.
She's typing all kinds of stuff.
Yes, she is. She is. So, where can people find you if they wanted to, follow you
Right.
or
They
even talk to you?
Yeah, they can follow me on all social media platforms. Facebook, I'm Carol Vegas Rock Goddess Neven, and then on Instagram, I'm Vegas Rock Goddess, and then you can follow me on TikTok. I am the Vegas Rock Goddess.
Okay, so that's easy to find. Okay,
Yeah, and my
that's all.
show, it is on YouTube. It's going to start December 4th at 7 p.m. and it's going to be a weekly show on Sunday nights.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna kind of try that date and see, because everybody's home on Sunday, so I really want people to watch because
Yes, yes.
the art of conversation with artists and people in this business, it's unedited, uncensored.
I love it like mine. I love it. I love it.
I'm
I love
gonna
it.
go back. I'm not gonna do cuts. If the band swears, I'm just gonna keep rolling the camera.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yep.
Wow. So, listen, I am flattered to have had you on the show. I'm flattered to have met you. I think you're great. You got great soul, great energy, and and you're doing a great thing for the community, for the people. Keep doing what you're doing, and um, and I'm definitely going to bring you back on the show in a couple months,
Okay.
and see what you've been up to,
Yeah,
and
absolutely. I would love it, Victor. Thank you so much for having me.
yeah,
Definitely.
yes, I am happy that you came on today because you kind of like schooled me on the rock and roll. So yeah, so now I know who to call when I need to know anything about rock and roll. I know
Right.
exactly who to call.
And like I said, a lot of people don't know I'm a rock collector, so I have a lot of stuff in my collections.
Right, right. So listen, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Right.
Um,
Thank you so much, Victor. I just want to let everybody know to go to the Lead Don't Follow Foundation.com page and
mhm,
take a look at our shirts. All the money we raise from those shirts goes to drug addiction and care all over the US. So definitely check it out if you haven't.
amazing. Well, there you have it, folks. Okay, the one and only Carol, the rock goddess, all the way from Los Angeles. I mean, Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
Las Vegas. Let's get it right, Victor. Las Vegas.
And we'll
So
talk soon, Victor.
yeah, you got my, you can inbox me,
Yeah.
we'll talk. And I'll see you in Vegas soon. I'm coming over there.
All right, man. I hold you to it.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Here you go, people. That's Carol, the rock goddess, all the way from Las Vegas. Listen, rock and roll is her thing. And if anybody loves rock and roll, you need to find out anything about rock, or you need to find out anything about any band. That's who you need to find. That's who you need to talk to. My friend Carol, the rock goddess. And big shout out to all the viewers that came on, Doris, Kathy, and everybody, Andy, everybody that's on here, everybody on YouTube that's watching, the Parapost Network that's watching. Thank you so much for the support, for the love. And I'll see you guys next week. Tune in. I got a great guest coming on the show, my friend Dylan. He is from America's Got Talent. He was on that show. He's also an actor and director and a singer. So he'll be on next Saturday, the 20th at 3 p.m. We'll be talking to him. So make sure you tune in. And I'll be having some more guests coming on. So I'll keep you in tune on who else is coming in next week. All right. Also, tune in for the movie sharing. Saving Anna also should be premiering sometimes in 2023 with all these amazing um, actors, Kathy being one. Um, okay, Kathy. Kathy being one of the actresses on that movie. I think, not sure if Doris is in that movie, but I sure am. And a lot of other great actors from Baltimore and Virginia. So, with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a great night. And I'll see you next week. All right. So I'm gonna leave y'all with peace, love, respect, and you already know I'm out of here.